Welcome to the video review for the Jura ENA. This is the Jura ENA. Quite a stylish beast because it's designed in Switzerland. A few of the basic features to begin with before I turn it on. Down at the back here we have the water reservoir. Quite nicely designed with a lovely hinging lid, and there is a water cartridge installed which comes with the machine. Turn the machine on and it starts to heat up the element. Won't take very long because it's already been used once this morning. While it's doing that, I'll just tell you a few more of the features. This nozzle is adjustable, so you get the perfect height down to your coffee. Obviously, for very small cups for espressos, you can have it right down there. Maximum height of your glass, 12 centimetres. A lot of the glasses on the market for lattes and stuff like that are in fact bigger than 12 centimetres. A very minor thing there. So, press the rotary switch, it says. It starts to rinse. It rinses when you turn it on, and then it rinses again when you turn it off. Gets the machine pretty clean. You do still need to perform a bit of a clean under here on this cartridge, which can be removed, and I'll take that off in a second, but if I do it now I'll get a bit of a scald. So, a bit more about the machine. Beans hopper there. Lots of space in there so you're not forever refilling it with beans. Controls on the top here. This knob's the multi-function device that controls the rinsing. You can set different temperatures for the water. You can actually draw different amounts of water in. All kinds of stuff. A lot of it's in the instruction manual. I've got to be honest, the machine itself is a lot easier to use than the instruction manual is to read. I think it's basically down to the fact that it's just so thorough. Because it's Swiss, they've gone to everything, and it just leaves it a little bit confusing. What else have we got on here? We've got a tap here, which allows you to draw hot water out, top your coffee up a little bit. If it's too strong, you can put a bit more hot water in. That's a useful feature, so that saves you using the kettle. Down here we have a drawer which removes. Take that off. That's for the coffee grounds. Take this one off. It's just like a lid, and in there is the water that's just been used to rinse the machine. Pour that away down the sink. Pop that back in. It's that easy. It really is easy to take it out. So, no excuses for not emptying your coffee machine. What else then? Right. On the side of this nozzle here, which is very easy to remove by the way, is a little blanking plug. Take that out, and that is where you insert the hose which draws the milk from the cup, which I will show you in a moment. You can actually remove all of this, put it all in for a bit of a clean if you want to do that as well. Very, very clever design, made of a very substantial and resilient rubber compound. So, blanking plug off, quite easy to lose that I would have thought. Pop that up there. Hose, which has a nice little cartridge adapter on the end. Into the side. Some milk. Put the hose in there, and we're actually now ready to make some coffee. Going to make the wife a nice macchiato, and all I have to do now is press that button. Grinding the beans. Sounds quite noisy, it actually isn't. You can hold a conversation over that if you needed to. The machine's going to start drawing the milk from there, and it'll put it in there after it's given a bit of a froth. Once it's put the milk in, frothed milk I should say, it stops. In this case it's going to stop for 16 seconds because I've set it to stop for 16 seconds. You can adjust the amount of time it stops for, and while it's actually on this dwell period, the milk is separating off into the different layers that will be the macchiato. Once the coffee starts to get poured in there, which it'll do any second now, you'll see the macchiato layers form and you've got your lovely, aesthetically pleasing cup of coffee. Doesn't taste any different though if you just put the milk in, but the texture's different. So in goes the coffee. Again, nice and quiet, even quieter than when it was grinding the beans. No problems there, you can have a conversation with people who were in the room at the time. All in all, it's a very nice machine. As I mentioned earlier, it's Swiss, it's all clever design, it's nice and substantial, it's got a nice feel about it. It's actually quite heavy if you have to pick it up, which gives you an idea that underneath there is a very solid construction. And there is the macchiato for the missus. She'd be delighted with that, I'll take her up for it in a second. That button at the front left is for the macchiato. Button at the back left is a cappuccino, and again it's literally just a press of the button, milk in the reservoir, you're away. Back right button does espresso, you might want a smaller glass for that. Front right button does a long black coffee or Americano if you prefer, same thing. All of it's adjustable so that you can have different amounts of coffee. The only thing that you can't adjust is the amount of milk. Minor design oversight I would have said, because some people might want more milk than others, but you can't actually adjust the amount of milk, or at least if you can do it, I haven't found it yet. I think that's it from the Jura coffee machine. As I said, I'm quite happy with it. I would recommend anybody to buy it.